Okay, moving on from the edit tools, we're going to look at the main counter. The counter displays information that's important and useful. So for example, I hit return, I go back to the beginning of my track. It shows that my cursor location, so one of the main things it does is show you your cursor location, is at beat one, measure one, beat one. If I press play and stop, if I had playback follows insertion, it would show me that I'm now at 480 ticks of measure of beat one. What it shows you can be changed. These rulers are critical, and it's one of the things is that it changes what's displayed in the counter. If I change this to minutes and seconds, it shows me time. When I'm composing or making music, for the most part, I want this in bars and beats. Other things that it shows me, if I move my cursor around, you can see here it shows me my cursor location. So I turned off the grid, but let's say that I'm moving around and I want to go to right there. It tells me exactly where my cursor is going. It tells me the start time and end point, start point, end point, and duration or length of a selection. So because these are perfectly one measure long, it shows me that it starts at measure one, beat one, and it goes right up to measure two, beat one. I'm going to skip over these things for the most part. This section is relevant to MIDI input. So again, that's only if your track is set to notes. So I can click on a note with the grabber tool and hear it. If this button, the speaker is not illuminated, I cannot do that. I don't know why I like doing that. 127 is the default note velocity. So if I put in a note, it's going to be at 127. This can change. This can change. I believe in the MIDI editor, I have it set to 80 or something like that. And also, you can see that when I double clicked, it put in a measure long note. That's because this is set to measures. If it were sixteenths, it would put in a 16th note. I tend to usually have that follow the grid, meaning if I change my grid to quarter notes, it will draw a quarter note. If I change my grid to sixteenths, it will draw sixteenths. All right, so that's the main counter. We'll leave it at that.